Alright, I am at the Patuxent Riverkeeper drop-in on the Patuxent River. Let me just show you this really quick. It's just a house. And there's like a men's and women's restroom at the front, and at the back you can see the launch. So neat. I'm here. It took about an hour to get here from Baltimore. There's not really any clear parking, but I'm supposed to definitely unload over there, and then I guess I'll park somewhere in front of that little house thing. This is wild. Apparently someone stations this building during certain parts of the day, and they will give you maps of the river and such. And you can like take out kayaks from here. I don't know if there's like a system to this, but I assume whoever manages this thing does it. You can see there's a little sign that says office on the front there. There's the restrooms. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna get the kayak in the water and we'll get going. It's about 55 degrees right now, so it's a bit nippy. It should warm up to about 60 by the time I'm done, but it's gonna be windy, so let's get out there. Okay, good morning again. So we are headed north on the Patuxent right now, which means we are going against the wind. We are going against the wind and the current a little bit, but we are doing that because on the way back it means that we will have the wind at our backs. Right now the wind is at a steady 5 miles an hour or so, and on the way with gusts up to 15, but on the way back we're gonna have a wind of at a steady 15 with gusts up to 25. So it's gonna be windy, but this is a pretty small part of the Patuxent River. Patuxent River is about an hour south of Baltimore, and it's pretty long. I've already done 2 other paddles on the Patuxent, I've done 3 other paddles out on the Patuxent River. I've come out here once by myself at the very north end of it, and then I came out here twice with a buddy of mine named Christian, who put me on to 2 things. One, the Riverkeeper. He told me about that. So that's a cool landing that you can take advantage of, and he also told me about the creek that we are going to, which I think is like Mataponi Creek. It is just south of Jug Bay, and it's probably about 4 to 6 miles, I believe, north of where we've landed here. It's kind of a pick your poison situation with the wind and the current today. Basically, the current, because this is a tidal river, it's a river where, you know, the current depends basically on the tide because it's attached to the bay. So right now, the current is going out and the wind is going out. But later on, the current will be coming in, but the wind will be going out. The thing about the tidal river, though, is the wind, I think, is going to, or at least what Christian had hypothesized, I'm kind of trusting him here, is that wind would probably trump the tide and the current of the river. How fast am I going right now? We're not doing bad. It's like I'm going 4 miles an hour. Genuinely surprised. Once we go up north of the river, go into the creek, explore the creek, because that's why really what I'm doing. I'm going to explore the creek. Once I do all that and come back, it should be a very strong tailwind. So that's what we're hoping to get on the way back, and that should trump the tide. So Anyway, it is 55 degrees, as I might have already said. The weather is gorgeous out here. The trees are really changing. Hopefully we can get some nice views of that when we're in the creek. But I can see right now there's just a lot of changing on those trees over there. A lot of pretty colors. We haven't really, this is really like, I feel like the fall is in full effect here now in Maryland. So yeah, a couple of seagulls flying around. Hopefully we'll see some birds today. But I'm expecting for this to be a lightly challenging paddle because of the wind. But honestly, it's not that bad right now. But mostly pretty scenic. I know I haven't brought y'all along on this part of my Exploring the Chesapeake series yet. I've already been here 3 times, so I want to bring y'all along for this one. Yeah, should be a good time. Let's hit it. All right, so the wind, sorry, I might be yelling, but the wind is really picking up. I think we are getting these gusts of up to 15 miles an hour that I was talking about. You can probably see on the other camera, there's a good amount of little ripples along the water. Nothing concerning. I mean, again, this waterway is not wide enough here to get any serious action, but it is a fight. I'm chugging along, and I'm only doing 3.5 miles an hour, and I'm putting the work in, so it's slowing us up, but we'll get through it. Just wanted to update you guys on the conditions out here. I think I'm gonna work my way over to the east side of the river because the wind keeps pulling me west, and I think if I get over to the east side, I'll probably have less waves and wind to deal with. We are only 1.3 miles in, so we haven't gotten that far. But I think we'll probably be there in about 30 or 40 minutes. If I had to guess, I think it's about an hour away from that launch going about 4 miles an hour. So it's about 4 miles away, so. I'll let you guys know if anything crazy happens before we get there. But I think I'm just gonna be working. On getting there. All right, I've worked my way over to the east side of the river. As we head north on it right now, and it's definitely less choppy over here. I'm glad that I did that because it's a lot easier to get speed going up it. I'm already going 4.5 miles an hour, so smart idea, good idea by me. All right, so it looks like we are now opening up to how we're gonna get there. I mean, we just follow the river, but it goes north, east, north, and then west. And then we're gonna cut, actually now we're probably gonna cut west again across the river. And then we're just gonna hug the west side until we get there. I think it's gonna be real pretty when we get to the creek, so I'll see you guys when we get there, hopefully. Nothing else eventful happens. All right, I'm very close to a great blue heron right now. So I'm gonna settle in these reeds. It's right, oh, he's flying away. But you get a good look at him, there he goes. Oh, don't go away too far, I wanted to take a picture. I want to get about this close so I could sneak a picture of him, but there he goes. All right, well, back at it. We're at the part in the river where we're just going north, which means pretty soon we'll be headed west, which means pretty soon we'll be at the creek. So get ready. Should be pretty great. Alright, you might have seen, well, you should have seen on the other camera. I just saw another great blue heron, and this time I got a picture. So, and it was pretty decent. I'll include it in the footage afterwards, but I didn't want to scare them away by talking to you guys. Oh, there's another one. Okay, there's another one that's a little further in the reeds over here. Also very pretty. It was hard for me to get a picture of the other one because it was so windy, I was on the move. So I'm gonna try and wedge into the reeds here and get a picture of this guy. Whoa, this one's really big. Holy shit. All right, we're settling into the reeds. Just grab my binoculars. Wow. Very pretty. Okay. Let's get the camera. Here, hold on. I'll turn you around. Just get some footage of him. You should see him. Might not be able to see him. Nice. He's still there. Just chilling. He's actually just posing. He's like, this is cool. This guy likes how I look. And I'm like, I do like how you look. Alright, I just wanted to let you guys know we're almost done with the hardest part of the journey. We are almost fully out of that northern arm of the river. There's like a nice little alley here between these reeds, or whatever this is, this plant, and this grass over here, these reeds. Wow, that actually has made a world of difference. They basically just kill the waves that are coming through. The wind is still a factor, but oh, all right, okay. The wind has died down just as I entered. Oh, all right. Well, let's explore it. Have a little paddle in the creek. All right, so we're in the creek. The wind is definitely calmer in here. And there's a lot of pretty color changing, you know, on these trees and all this foliage here along the creek. It's really pretty. Quite nice. A lot of oranges and yellows on all these little shrubs and trees. Pretty cool. It's very serene back here. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more wooded, to be honest, but it's kind of it's like a creek almost kind of in the middle of the waterway. But as it snakes around, maybe back there, because it's supposed to cut kind of west again. And there's some trees, there's a tree line over there, so maybe we'll hook back over to that at some point. Pretty cool though. A lot of birds and such. At some point I'm gonna have to stop and put a new battery in my 360 camera, but we'll see. I don't know, we'll deal with that when we have to, I guess. But very scenic, very chill. Just wanted to call out before the other camera dies. Just wanted to have you guys check out all of this really pretty foliage that we got. A lot of trees changing in here. It looks like the creek is going to wind into the trees here. I'm probably going to take a picture in a second because it's really pretty. All right, we have made it to a little stopping point on the creek. We are at Patuxent Water Trail sign 40A, and yeah, pretty spot. There's a little bench, so I'm gonna have myself a stop, and I'll just enjoy the view while I snack, swap out the battery on the camera. As you can see, the creek kind of proceeds over here near these these trees and such. So once I get back out in the water, I'm gonna check out that spot. Also, there's a tower there, and I think I might be able to get to it via this little creek here. So might try that as well. All right, we have been refueled. I got some food in me. Place the battery on the camera, and we are out here. I'm in some of a little bit of foliage right now. Ooh, this should look pretty though. About to go past a very pretty red tree, or a yellow tree. And yeah, we're gonna keep heading west here a little bit. See how close we can kind of get to the tree line. Well, this might be it. This might be as close as we get to the tree line, but we still have a really good view. Just dead ahead. All right, so luckily we were able to keep heading west on the creek, and we are really close to that tree line I was talking about. All that pretty foliage. There's a bunch of yellows and reds, and still some trees that haven't even started changing yet. So very pretty over here. Oh wow, it keeps going. I wonder if it looks like I might be able to cut in here close to the trees. It's a little opening. I'm gonna try to do that. Very pretty. Wow. I'm gonna have to take some pictures again. Very nice. I am getting a little caught up in all this stuff though, so I'll have to turn around. Pretty cool though. Just want to talk about how nice and relaxing it is over here right now. We are in the nice little nook of the foliage, and just seeing coming around this turn, there's more to go. Very pretty. Kind of a shady spot here. Very nice. This is what I was really hoping to get out of this paddle, was to find some nice changing of the leaves and some quiet spots. So it took a little bit of work to get here. It's been about an hour or 45 minutes, and there's definitely easier ways to get a look at some of this, but this is how I found it. So anyway, there's a bridge. What the fuck is that? All right, let's go check it out. Looks like a footbridge. Was not expecting that. Huh. We shall see what this is. Alright, so we are at the bridge. It must connect to a dock somewhere. There's a lookout over there. And this is a huge bridge for a footbridge. Wow. And there's a kind of overlook over there. So it must be some kind of nature reserve thing. Very cool. Man, this area keeps going. I didn't know how... On Google Maps, it looks rather short. But it just keeps going. I bet you if I walked from the landing, I could walk over here, because the landing was on the other side of this little peninsula where I landed the kayak. I bet I could walk over to this from there. So that's interesting. I wonder how far this will go. I'm at about 5.6 miles total for this journey, and I'm not sure how long this creek is, but it'll either turn me around at some point, or I'll have to turn around just for the sake of my arms. But just enjoying it right now. It's almost maybe at the 2-hour mark. I'll turn around. It'll be a lot quicker going back, because I won't be dilly-dallying as much, and I'll have the wind at my back, so it'll be quick to return. But just gonna enjoy the views for now, man. A lot of very cool, some cattails here. A lot of birds, a lot of wildlife. Very nice. Pretty area. Highly recommended.
So I
am at the end of the line here. There's a tree that I could maybe skirt by, but it looks like ahead there's another one, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get past that one. So rather than having my 360 camera bang against this one for nothing, I'm going to turn it around, and we'll get going back through the creek again and get to enjoy the views again. And here we go, back out. Lovely, lovely, lovely creek. 10 out of 10. All right, we are almost back at the dock from which we came out. The Riverkeeper dock. It's 3 hours 24 minutes, so I'm probably about 5 minutes. So about an hour to get back to here. Sweet, nailed it. What do I rate this paddle? This paddle, overall, I'd say, I don't know if I would do this stretch again, but I don't know if I would do many stretches of it again. I would go back to that creek, maybe try and find a place a little bit closer to put in, just because it is pretty back there. But it's a little far away from both of the drop-in points that I took, so it's a really nice creek. And again, the Patuxent has a ton to see. There's just endless, I mean not endless, but you would be on this river for a while checking out everything it has to offer. So I'll definitely land at the Riverkeeper again soon and head south on it as opposed to north. See what's down that way. But yeah, not so bad. Covered about 11 miles in 3.5 hours. Not a terrible pace. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me out here today. I hope you are able to get out on the water soon, or look forward to the summer. It's going to be a long winter if you're not paddling, people. Anyway. But yeah, I'll see you guys probably in another week when I get back out here. I might be out on the Patuxent again, to be honest, because there's still a lot more to see out here, and it's a really nice waterway. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace, happy paddling.